Hey there. In this quick video, I am going to show you how to add items to other items for 3D models and subtract an item or items from other items in 3D models. It's pretty useful, pretty powerful. So let's take a look. Here we go. Um, okay, now I've shown you how to extrude items so you can get very basic shapes like cubes and squares and cylinders. Now we're going to start getting into a little bit more advanced, still not too serious, but a little more. Now we want to start, you know, there's more to life than cubes and cylinders. So we're gonna start working on that. So, but we're gonna do it slow. So let's say let's look at subtracting things first. Let's say we have a plate, okay, and it's about like this, and it has some screw holes in it, and I'm gonna make okay. Okay, make your screw holes in it, and I'm gonna put these guys right here, and I'm gonna start quick copying them down. No particular. Now I'm gonna copy them across over to here. Okay, so now this is what we know we want our plate to start to look like in 2D. But again, if we would go to a 3D view, oh shoot, okay, let me just fix this quick. Remember, when you start drawing your 2D your models, and you need to be in top plan view. So sorry about that. I'm going to go back. Okay, here we are. So what I want I want this plate to be I want this plate, let's see, it's about 3 inches. I want it to be a 1/4 inch thick. So we're going to come down, and we're going to model and extrude, and I want it to be 0.25 inches thick. Okay. Now if we look at this guy in isometric, now we see that it's a 1/4 of an inch thick. Come back to top view. Now we want to start making. Now we want to make cut these holes. We want to essentially drill holes through the plate. And what we're going to do is we're going to extrude these guys, and we're going to subtract it from the plate. So the first thing we need to do is we need to do our extrude, and we're going to model extrude. Now I'm going to set it. The plate is a 1/4 inch thick, and for subtractions to work, the object has to be thicker than the item you're subtracting from. So I'm going to make this like 3 inches just for the heck of it. Now now I'm going to go to this guy, and you can Control E, enter. Control E is a shortcut for extrude. Control E, enter. 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 And Control E. So now we should have, if I select these, it should say 8 extrudes in the object info palette, and yes, it does. Let's look at it from the front view. Okay, and here are our cylinders. I like to think of them as drill bits. Okay, we're going to take these and drill through the plate. We just need to slide them down just a little bit so there's some sticking out the top and the bottom. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come back here. We'll come to right isometric. Now what we do is if we want to subtract this from this, we're going to subtract this guy. We're going to select it, and we're going to hold down the shift key and select the drill bit. We come up to model, subtract solids. Now how you see one of the objects is highlighted, that's the object that's going to get subtracted from. That's what we want. So we're going to click OK, and hallelujah, here's our guy came through. So now we can come along and we can do that for all of our other items. Okay, we want to change him to that. Okay. Now you see, I'm doing every subtraction separately, and oh, I did that wrong. I did it backwards. Sorry. Subtract solids. We're going to change that to there. All right, and we're going to select this guy one more time, and we're going to do subtract solids. Change that. Now what we can do if we wanted to is we could select everything. Watch this. Everything's selected. Subtract. Oh, locked or illegal. Let's see why this happened here. Let's switch to top view. 3 extrudes, 4 extrudes. The one thing you saw there was an error right there, and just to take a second, working in 3D, you need to be more precise. There's way more opportunities for errors to occur, and I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to try. You know, if you get an error, try reselecting and try and do it again. Let's see what happens here. Subtract. Okay, well it took it. Now we're going to go back to this guy, and we want the plate. Now as soon as I hit this, okay, it doesn't look like anything happened until we go back, and here is our guy right here, our plate. And if we render this in dashed hidden line, you'll see everything. There we go. There's our plate in dashed hidden line rendering. So now let's say we want to put a couple rods on the top for pins for something. Okay, so we're going to come right here and we're going to put one right here, and then I'm going to flip this guy over. We're going to use our tools. And another thing I can do is I can select both these guys and I can extrude them at the same time. So I'm going to go, I want these to be an inch. So I'm going to model, extrude 1 inch. Now we'll flip it to the front view. And now I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna slide him up first, then come back and just set him right back down on the. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I'll go back to top. I'll go back to right isometric. Now you see there, I have if I want to move this, if I move this plate, these guys aren't going to move along with it. So what I have to do is I have to make sure every time I move this, I need to make sure everything is selected, so then I can move it together. But another thing you could do is I could take these two objects and I could add them. So I'm going to do model, add solids, and I'm thinking that they're all. So now if I grab this, now they're all added together. Now let's see what this looks like in a rendering. Fast Renderworks. Okay, so here's our plate. So let's come back here. So in this video we added and subtracted items from each other to make more complex items. So we're slowly climbing up the chain of complexity. So thanks for watching and happy drafting.